Hello, Star Family. It's Stacy Ma, and I am here thinking about the new moon in Leo and how the lion represents strength and courage. So, strength and courage, one might think, is exerting pressure against another, exerting pressure against your enemy. And Durga Ma and the lion that she rides upon actually are really more about unconditional loving. And so Durga Ma is, Mother Earth, Mother Earth. All of the goddesses I talk about are Mother Earth. And we are, especially women, are reflections of that. And it doesn't matter what body you have, you're connected to a mother, or there's several archetypes: lover, queen, priestess, wise woman, abundant tia, that's queen, creatrix. Okay, so all of these characteristics are in everyone. It doesn't matter what your gender identity is. Okay, so what I'm getting, because this was a very different talk than I maybe about half an hour ago. Courage and strength. There's strength and vulnerability. So the idea of power is actually being reversed now. It has there's a lot of power in being vulnerable and being authentic and feeling your feelings. And in the culture that I grew up in, and most of us, I mean, even the last 2 years, even for globally, and then 6-ish years for everyone in our country, we're starting to wake up. We're starting to wake up to the fact that we actually have to participate in our governing community processes. And we have been lied to and told that we are separate, and we've been kept dumbed down and divided. Now is the time, my loves, to be up and united. Up, aware, and united. That sounds good. Up, aware, and united. That's good. So we're basically bringing it back to love. Okay. Now I actually need to own some stuff. I've got some anger issues, and I had anger towards the patriarchy, and I know a lot of my feminist sisters do, and I still do. But I'm feeling it in my body and doing my best to release it. And it's like a pain in the back of my heart. So I'm just being with it, and it's great to have an excellent energy worker like Carrie Starr to move that out of you. Okay, so if you ever get a chance to work with Carrie Starr, or I can connect you, just someone that's able to move the energy, because it doesn't matter what the energy is, it's not who you are. Okay, so we have thoughts or feelings, but that's not who you are. Who we all are, darlings, is pure love. And the energy that's coming in for me is it's Durga. It's Durga, but it's also Venus. So Venus is love. And I'm a Taurus, so I'm ruled by Venus. And that's basically the message I get from my guides, is that bring as much Venus in as possible. Okay. So, well, we all, and when we start judging people for like, hey, men have trauma about this, women have trauma about this, non-binary citizens have trauma. We all have trauma. We all have trauma. So the challenge and the opportunity is for us to love each other through it and not judge each other, because that's how we keep dumbed down and divided. Benefer's ass is not as important as your own liberation. God, that's good. Yeah, Benefer's ass is not more important than your liberation. That's it. That's all I need to say. Yet we're focusing on the wrong thing. Okay. Now, if we think of someone, and I'm not going to say them again because I don't like to focus on specific people, but people bringing more love into the world. However you do that. And part of that is also honoring your feelings that may not be so good. Like I'm sitting with some anger and it's behind my heart right now, just like a lump there, like an energetic lump. Because I've been processing a lot of energy. If you follow me, you know that I've been exploring. I'm a goddess freak. I mean, everyone's got their own thing. I'm in love with the Mahavidyas, and I'm in love with the Tantric Dakinis, and pretty much goddess from any tradition. The reason I love them so much is they show me who I am on my highest level, and I love them. Okay, and simultaneously, I've been looking at herstory and the way women have walked on the planet since the time of Lilith. Okay, and it's been very painful for us. So there's every reason to be angry. Every reason to be angry. The opportunity and the possibility is for us to feel those feelings without taking it out on someone that we love and doing any sort of projection. So I think everyone should actually have some sort of mental health support, whether that be a coach, a counselor, it might be a friend, might be a good book. There's a great book called The Untethered Soul, which I think is fantastic. Meditation, breath work, because this is a very tantric moment. It's all about feeling into, not making assessment about it, not thinking a lot about it, but feeling your feelings or feeling the sensations in your body. Okay, so the work is to not make it into a story. Okay, so this pain in my heart, I'm going to get into it. Okay, this feels like probably lifetimes of resentment and anger and frustration. It feels very much like sometimes we see people out there saying, talking smack about the masculine. And when we do that, we actually divorce part of ourselves, because Shiva and Shakti are one. So the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine are one. It's just that we've had a lot of inequality. We've had the masculine up here, and the feminine is typically subjugated. It isn't typically, it is. Okay, dominator culture, divine feminine culture. They're at opposite ends of the spectrum. So we feel a lot of polarity. It's absolutely appropriate. There's a ton of energy going through here. New moon in Leo. I mean, it's like the sun is going into us, like the light. Okay. It's a huge, huge, huge energetic shift. So if you're feeling nauseous, you're feeling sick, you're feeling tired, you're feeling different in your body, that's absolutely appropriate now. Be very gentle with yourself and keep hydrated is huge right now. Swim. Anything with water is great. Water and love. Okay. Water and love, 2 ingredients, breath, meditation. Okay. I'm going to be starting to teach meditation and basic pranayama as well. I teach Tuesday nights here locally, and I'm going to do some full moon online programs as well. In the fall, I'm also offering Manifest the One, which is really about falling in love with yourself first. And, it's a process. So we're not going to probably, we may not be awakened. We're probably not going to be awakened when we meet our beloved. But the opportunity first is to become our own beloved, to bring in our own Venetian energy and get the view. So in Tantra, the view is basically this. I'll try to be as specific and to the point as possible. I call this easy peasy Shakti Tantra. The view is whatever's in front of you is God. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be a Tasmanian devil that's ready to tear your heart out. Okay. Whatever's in front of you is goddess, God, whatever you want to call it, the creatrix, the creator, creative source, great spirit, whatever's in front of you, no matter what it looks like, and no matter what you have a judgment about, that is the creative source, and it's also you, my loves. You are the most beautiful sunrise or sunset or mountain, right? But we also have thoughts that maybe about other people. I mean, I'm talking about myself here. I've had sexist thoughts. I've had racist thoughts. I've judged other people based on the way they look. And it makes it really easy for me not to be accountable for those people because I'm separate, okay? So non-duality means that we're all one. We're all one family. We're here to bring more peace on earth and bring that light into your bodies, darlings, okay? Just let it in, okay? And as the light shines on your body and you feel it, you embody that, you're going to feel sensations coming up, like my heart. I have like literally a heart block. So I think about The Grinch. You know that one with Jim Carrey in it? It's great. I love it. But there's a part where he's like, my heart is growing, right? And he's like, ugh. And his heart like grew, well, the Grinch's heart grew like 3 sizes or something like that. Okay? That's what it feels like for me. But right now it just hurts. And maybe I don't want to feel it, but I have to feel it. I have to like feel into that because I've actually been stuffing that for years. And then there's tons of family trauma, energetic trauma around our culture and going through all that history. Like I'm processing that, okay? Because I chose to take that into my body. So I get that not all it's mine, right? So if I attach to it and I say, this is my external villain, it's this, you know, oh, what is my external villain? I don't know. Oh, this flower, okay? It's the flower. You did me wrong, flower. I can tell, you know, you did me wrong. And I make up all kinds of stories about how the flower did me wrong. You know, it's hard to imagine, but this is more of a goddess symbol. But nevertheless, it's a story. So whatever is true for me in my body is I'm accountable to that. I am the mistress. You're the master or the mistress of your own avatar body. It's time to wake up. It's time to get into that Leo lion. This is a August 2022 energy report. Get into the lion, strength, courage. There's strength and courage in vulnerability. Okay. Go with the flow. Please don't overthink it. Okay. Just really try to stay in a loving space because there's going to be some turbulence in the plane. Okay. So make sure you take care of yourself first, just like the airbag that, you know, comes down. You take care of yourself first. We're all accountable for people in our life too. And so you can assist another. Okay. So we're cleansing our own body, purifying our own body so we can assist others. And that's why I'm here in the circle of priestesses. So we are here to be examples of the most powerful energy in the universe. And that is courageous, strong, loving, and gracious feminine energy. And we need our warriors to hold space for that. And it's important to get into your authentic feminine. And in our world, we've actually been programmed to hide that feminine. Or because then we feel objectified, we hide it even more. So it's important for us to create our own avatar, goddess avatar, creatrix avatar, priestess, whatever you want to call it, priest, everybody. Okay. And if I use feminine language, there's 2 reasons. I mostly work with women and men by referral. And also the masculine, sacred masculine is always holding space for the feminine. So he is always here. I'm sitting on him, right? The manifest world, sitting in that, okay? And none of that would be possible without the sacred masculine. And that's where men, the sacred masculine is rising. And the only thing that supports that, really the greatest thing that supports that is the most powerful energy in the universe. And that's an unconditionally loving, sacred, magical, multidimensional being that is the sacred feminine. There's no more powerful, magnetic, magical energy in the universe. And it's in everyone. Okay? Doesn't matter what your body is. Okay? So due to the imbalance in our society, I'm unable to, I have, this is a feminine centered tantra. It's called Shakti Tantra Yoga. Well, Shakti Bhakti Tantra Yoga. So Bhakti is devotion. Okay? So anyway, love yourself, love your others, feel the feelings. Doesn't matter if you perceive them as bad or wrong or your trauma, because your trauma is a gift. And that's energy. That's just energy that can and shall be transmuted and released as needed when you're ready, and then used to create enlightened qualities. Okay, so the visualization my teacher always gave me, which is fantastic, is there's a rushing river. Okay, I think of the Yellowstone River when I think of this. I don't know if you've seen it, but Shiva is the riverbed, and the Shakti's flowing through pretty damn fast, right? And she can't be controlled, but he is holding her safe, sacred, and he's protecting her. Okay, but the rushing energy is Shakti is coming in. The light is coming in. So yeah, we need the humanity needs sacred masculine, sacred feminine energy. We need to grow up and basically take care of this, because the government is not going to do it. The government's just doing some triage, y'all. I don't know if anybody's noticed that. Okay, and they've never properly honored women in my country as equal citizens under the U.S. Constitution. So we are here to lead with love, compassion, and wisdom. There is no external enemy. We're here to break down systems based in control, abuse, and greed, lust. Breaking those down, and we have weapons of our own, which I just mentioned. Compassion, wisdom, and most of all, love. Love is who you are. And it's your responsibility and my responsibility and everyone's. It's our each individuated being in the one, within the one, that keeps you from the oneness. And then once you start going into the oneness, you just basically get pulled in. And I feel like that's what's happening to me. I'm getting pulled into Shakti. And I'm doing what I was born to do. And it's scary. But it's also exhilarating and exciting to be strong and courageous and look different than, a lot of people. So maybe people have judgments about me or, and that's something that I have to deal with. Maybe some people come to me in very inappropriate ways. Well, I have to handle that. I have to find the part of me that's also the warrior. But what's true is the love. Okay. But if I need to be a warrior, I can do that like that. I've got both. Okay. We need that. Okay. So yeah, we're going from dominator culture. And y'all know I call it bukkake because I try to use one word or one sentence, to consciousness, to partnership consciousness. Going from abuse and neglect and isolation to love, compassion, and wisdom. We are here to literally birth a new world with the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energy within you and reverberating out to the universe. So wrapping up with the new moon in Leo, make a strong, courageous intention. And what's coming through is the destiny line. So right now is one of the most powerful, profound times that you could actually say, I commit to myself. So like I'm committing to my purpose. I'm committing to my destiny, which is to do everything I can to harmonize and balance the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energy on planet Earth, and uplift the feminine. That is my mission in 3D. But I also have to unload my garbage if I'm actually going to be that person. So I've got to do some work on this avatar. And I think we've got about 15 years to turn this thing around. I'll be probably going into a kind of a more quiet life in 14 years. But until then, we all need the feminine, the sacred feminine needs your support and needs your love. And, the question is, how can we love ourselves so much that we actually have more to give the world, to be the voices for those who have none? This is the time of the great shift. You are the one you've been waiting for. What are you going to do here? You have a special purpose here. You have passion. You're a creator. You're a multi-dimensional artist. Anything that tells you you're anything but love is a lie. And now is the time to ride this energy. Okay, you take the energy from the stuff that the anger, greed, lust, whatever it is you want to let go of, which is powerful. You take it. Maybe you breathe. One of the best ways to do it is breathe it, fill in your body, breathe it. So like I'm breathing to the back of my heart, right? So that helps. And I blow it out my mouth. So I'm just going to give you a quick energy technique. This is great for letting go of stuff. So in your womb space, okay? Womb space, breathing in just a deep breath like a baby breath. This is your lower dantian. Okay, this is the place of power for everyone, most humans, especially women. Just breathe into that womb space gently. And if you can be doing it outside, do it outside. Placing your hands on your heart. That's it. Breathing in your lower dantian. Then, of course, your upper dantian is where your heart is. And then bring it up if you want. Just move that energy. But the second chakra and the fourth chakra, that whole lower chakra area needs to be cleared and purified, darling. Okay, so anyway, love yourself, love each other, work together, help people. There's a lot of people that need help. You have a special purpose here. You're a Shambhala warrior. You're a rainbow warrior. You're a star seed, indigo child. You have a powerful, powerful purpose. And I'm here to serve you. Whoever's ready, let's go. And I'm doing it with you. We're figuring this out together. Earth has not gone through an ascension like this ever. Okay? It's new territory. We have to be courageous and strong. Lead with compassion, wisdom, and most of all, love. You are love, darling. It's time to manifest the one. Namaste.